last year, and we introduced it at this very conference, was the change to the Avaya Connect channel program itself. You know, I shared my vision last year around Avaya Connect simply had been outdated. It had outgrown its usefulness in terms of its current structure and was not aligned with where Avaya needed to be moving forward. We've made those changes. We changed the incentives and the structures to focus in on, again, the new markets we had to go after, the new technologies we had available to us to sell, and the new customers we all know that we aggressively want to recruit. We did successfully launch this program in October as planned, and everything is going extremely well. We launched on time. We had a few perhaps glitches in getting some of the partners advanced to their new status as quickly as possible, but with a little bit of human putty, we got the job done. And I'm pleased to announce that 189 new partners, 20 of you who are in this room today, have now moved up in metal status. So my personal congratulations. I'm glad the program is working for you, and let's make sure we see the growth of it. Thank you. And for those partners in the room who are still in their current status and haven't advanced, we've given you that full year. We've got until October this year. And my team in channels is committed to ensuring you maintain, retain, or even grow your level in metal status. And we're going to commit to the training and the development and the resources to make that happen in your businesses. Our program has not been designed to punish people. It's to drive you, our partners, into the strategic direction where we need to go as a company. Now, we also committed to delivering more financial incentives. Because the financial incentives fuel this business. It fuels the investments that you can make in your companies, and it fuels ultimately our growth. So the Grow Right To program was changed and enhanced also at the beginning of the year, and it's now been rolled out on a global basis. And also pleased to share that we almost paid out $13 million of rebates last year to performing partners in the area of strategic product growth. But that number is ramping very quickly. In fact, we paid out almost $5 million in Q4 alone, and that drove over $100 million of incremental strategic product business. So thank you for those partners that are contributing to this program and its success. And I challenge those who aren't, who didn't get those checks, to continue to focus on it. The program is structured to pay and ultimately will. I've got some exciting changes I'm going to be talking about that we're making in terms of enhancements to this program that I think you'll be very excited with, and I look forward to sharing those with you in a little bit. But we do need to improve here. We do need to do better across the board in terms of partner participation and ultimately how much money that we're paying out to you. Now, our focus on growth is working, but clearly we need to do more of it. And as you can see in the content here beside me, or behind me, we have pockets of growth, and some of them are amazing. We're seeing double to triple-digit growth in our strategic areas. We have quite a few bright spots, but there are also a lot of white space, areas where we simply are not growing. Networking, mid-market, Avaya professional services to help you bring some of this new technology to the market should be areas where we are all focused and all growing. And I'd love to be back here looking at the same slide again, in probably number 8 or 9 font, because there's so many bright spots, you simply can't put them all on a single slide. So we do need to focus on our expectations here and what we're doing, and we are looking to improve this next year. Now, from a services perspective, we also collectively set new records in customer satisfaction. And I want to make sure that you all know that we know you are a big part of achieving these new service successes. Our CSAT has gone up 9% in the past 3 years. Web adoption is now an amazing 95%, shedding some of that Tier 1 and Tier 2 cost that we know in some cases we're burdened with and can't move away from. The recovery time on network outages is now 91% in less than 2 hours, also a critical factor that we need to be proud of. And probably one of the most significant is our customer base is embracing the new services paradigm and model. And we're getting over 3,500 new and refined articles added into our web base of content and information to help our customers be more successful with our product. So we're making these progresses on the services side, but again, I'll talk about improvements we need to make. And finally, one metric that I absolutely love to share, and if there was one single slide I could stand up here and spend all day on, it's this one. And it's about our Net Promoter Score. It's customers' measurement of how actively they will promote our business and, quite frankly, you. At the end of the day, this is the only metric that counts. It's whether customers will recommend us to their friends and colleagues and other businesses. And I'm pleased to share that Avaya has now hit the highest target in a number of years, moving from 41 to a score of 50, which puts us into the leader space. But that's not the real story here. We achieved this result in part because you guys are contributing to this. And where you're involved in our transactions and in our customer support, we score an amazing 60 on the NPS score, which clearly puts us in world class. You should be very proud of this. You are driving customer intimacy for us and ultimately helping us succeed. So thank you for that as well. So really it's all about putting this all together and ultimately what you're going to get out of this event. The more participation, the more engagement you put into this, I can guarantee you're going to get more out of it. We've got lots of great info for you. We're confident it's going to be useful, it's going to be valuable, and it's going to be actionable. FY14, that's behind us now. That's a distant memory. The world's changing. It's changing faster than ever. So I want to spend the rest of the time looking at our future because it is here today.